Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hi, I bid to Dr. DANILAH and all. I am ZULAIKHA binti Muhammad AZMAN, and my metric number is 287850. I will introduce to you about our business that we choose. We choose to sell cookies, and we name our business as Delish Crunch. This is the objective and the reason why we have to prepare the business plan. The first one is to create goals and objectives for our business. Delish Crunch depends heavily on the business plan to arrive at the description of our business perform. There are several areas that our business will focus on if we want to realize our objective and understand the market that it is planned to operate in the strategy to achieve the goals. Lack of a business plan will leave the management without any means to check out the theories on how to operate the business. In essence, a business plan will help our business to test different methods in reaching the best standards and policies. The next one is used to evaluate our performance. Our business needs proper planning and control over the activities for enhanced performance. It will be an essential step toward achieving the long-term survival of the organization as a whole. The business plan also comes with a financial part to it and used for comparing the actual performance with the estimated one. The ability and provisions for such a control and evaluation procedure are what offers we a great advantage in checking the success of the operations. This way, we will be able to detect issues like production or delivery delays or even increasing in production costs. The last one is performing SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis is one of the best options we would want to go with when it comes to focus on an effective business plan. Having perfect knowledge of the strengths and weaknesses of our organization help us come up with a better insight into the realistic goals. The SWOT analysis also takes into account the opportunities and threats that our business can come to face. This will assist us to focus on the positive factor and take corrective actions against the negative. Next, for the company value, we apply 3 values in Delish Crunch. The first one is integrity. We always act fairly toward our customers. We also be straight and honest to our customers without any bias. Other than that, we also are the problem solver. Always maintaining a positive and solution-oriented mindset is our secret ingredient to overcome even the greatest challenges. And the last one is grow. We are not afraid of challenging the status to grow our business and ourselves.
Our purpose of business is to give the customer the necessary taste and satisfaction. Delish can offer a variety of cookies that are all made from high-quality products from Malaysia. The cookie also will be produced using natural ingredients that are all good for people's health. Additionally, we also produce vegan peanut butter cookies to give the vegan chance to enjoy our cookie without compromising their lifestyle. Lastly, our business also make every effort to meet the needs of our customer, and their complete satisfaction will be our goal. Moving on to our management team, the first one is ZULAIKHA, who is our founder. She is the one that created the vision, purpose, and strategic plan for our business. She also maintained the seamless production and administration of money in and out of the company by constantly monitoring performance and maintaining persistent contact with the general manager and financial manager. Next is myself, Farisha AZRA, who is the general manager of the company and in charge of increasing administrative efficiency, defining key performance target, managing business operation, guaranteeing excellent customer service, employing new employees in the business unit, and performing market research. Next is NURIN, who is our financial manager. She is in charge of the organization, financing, and expenditure activities. She will analyze budget plan, allocate fund, and defend budget recommendation to our stakeholder. She is responsible to create report and financial statement to calculate the profit and loss of our product sales. For our marketing manager, we have AJMAL, who is responsible in searching for new market opportunities by offering and promoting the goods in the most advantageous manner to draw in and contact target customer. He also will make sure that each advertisement is implemented all across the channel in order to meet our sales goal. And the last one is our operating manager, Fasha INSYIRAH, who is responsible for overseeing, employing, and training personnel, as well as developing strategy to enhance the corporate operations. She also in charge of ensuring that all items are always adequate and that production units are checked from time to time. For our vision and mission, our vision is to be the leading cookies companies that provide natural, unique, health confectionery products to the greater community. For our mission, we want to offer freshly baked cookies and perfect home-style cookies without preservative. We also want to provide a broad selection of munchies with a superior taste experience in order to spread small moments of happiness and joy. We also want to strive for continuous improvement for the company and our customer and the environment while meeting the needs of the current and future generation.
Hi, I'm Fasha and I'll be discussing the market analysis summary. Starting off with the market segmentation. The market can be segmented demographically, geographically, and behaviorally. However, considering we only sell our cookies in UM, I'll only be discussing the demographic segmentation. Under this term, we can divide the market into the age, family size, income group, religion, and races. However, considering our cookies can be enjoyed by any race, religion, or income group, we focus on dividing our segmentation on types of cookies by age as they are suitable for their own age group. So, for the market segmentation of age, we had divided into three categories, which are the children, youths, and adults. For children, we had chosen two flavors, which are the classic chocolate chip cookies as well as rainbow cookies with bright colored sprinkles. We had decided on these two flavors because we think that it's good to keep a classic flavor that a lot of kids are used to, as well as provide another option, which is the rainbow cookies, because these can attract kids as they like to pick things with more colors and look more fun and colorful. Next, for youths, we also had picked two flavors, which are the chocolate chip cookies with sea salt, as well as red velvet cookies with white chocolate in them. This is because as youths ourselves, we know that this age group is more experimental and more open to try new flavors. So we decided to incorporate the classic flavor, which is the chocolate chip cookies, and red velvet with something new and different so it can attract them to try our cookies, which are different from other people. And lastly, for adults, they prefer cookies that have healthier components or have a stronger taste. So we had gone with the cookies with nuts and raisins, inspired by the chocolates that contains nuts and raisins, as well as dark chocolate cookies, which have a stronger bitter taste, as opposed to the children and youth cookies. Next, for the market analysis summary is the market needs. Starting off with the size of market, which refers to how many potential customers we think we can get. Considering we are based in UM, we mainly focus on marketing our cookies to the UM students. As students ourselves, we know what we like and what we want, and one of them is snacks. So if we're good with students doing assignments till late at night or hanging out with friends, they would like something to chew on, so we predicted that the market size in UM would be big. Next is knowing the customer's profile, as different customers require different marketing strategy. As mentioned before, we had divided our market into three age groups, which are children, youths, and adults. For children, we had to market our cookies as something fun, bright and colorful, and as something as a reward they could have after school or after completing certain tasks. For youth, however, as mentioned before, we market it as something that can accompany them late at night, as an assignment buddy or something that they can have while talking to their friends. And as for adults, we have marketed the cookies as something to accompany them while they cool down and wind down after a long day in the office. And lastly, we had also have to consider the cultural components, which is what is suitable to the local customers. When marketing our product, we had to consider the culture and geographical component of it. This influenced our pricing strategy, in which, after observing the prices of similar products locally, we identified that RM10 ringgit is the most suitable price to sell our cookies here. For example, since GM is quite secluded and more in the village side, it would not be strategic to price our product expensively as compared to other states or locations that are more considered urban and the people there are willing to spend more on their wants and needs. Besides that, living in an area where the majority are Muslims and being Muslims ourselves, we have also had to ensure that our products would not contain any haram ingredients and have been certified by Jakib as halal.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is AJMAL Khan bin HAZIK Jamil Khan. My number BINTI is 289255. Today, I would like to present our strategy and implementation summary. Okay, the marketing strategy that we have is product, pricing, promotion, and place. Firstly, the product. We ensure the packaging of the product is undamaged. Then we only sell freshly made chocolate cookies to ensure the best quality product to our customer. Then we use only environmentally friendly item. Next, we have pricing. We price our product reasonably and affordably. Next, our products are cheaper than other competitors. Time and risk are also included. Thirdly, our promotion. We will set up a small booth at event to promote our product and get as much customer as we can. We also make buy one and get 20% off second cup at second jar of our cookies. Then like, share and comment our social media page to get a sample of our cookies. Place. We choose strategic place to sell our products such as UUM, Changlun and nearby area. That is the key spot for business that is suitable for food industry's business. There are many activities around here, so the target market will be bigger as customers come to participate in this activity and will substantially buy our product. Next is our sales forecast and strategy. Our sales forecast for the month of October will be 210 jars, while November and December it are 300 jars. We have our sales strategy. We will upload cool and nicely shot photos of our product on our social media to attract customers and get them wanting the sweetness of our product. Then we will make a launching day and give them sample at the booth. Next, we will send our marketing worker to seminar to improve their marketing skills. Besides that, we will actively post our progress on our social media such as deals, discount and the launching of new flavors so that we can continuously attract new customer and keep the loyal customer. We will also try to keep on progress by finding funds and investors to invest in our business so that we can upgrade our business to provide better facilities to our customers. Now I will present our SWOT analysis. SWOT consists of strength, weakness, opportunities, and threat. Our strength is we provide excellent quality chocolate that we took from the top supplier in town. Then our team has experience and skill in handling the cookies business as we has managed a small business before. We also put affordable pricing so that we can fight with our competitor. Next, our weakness. Our weakness is we are hard to get attention as newly established product. There is many chocolate cookies business out there, so we may face tough competition as the market is saturated. Our product also need high amount of investment to do it in a large scale. The machine cost is expensive. Next, we have our opportunities. We use social media to market our product. Many events are held in UUM and it will give an opportunity to market our product. We are delivering to UUM students and the area near them. As we know, there are many students in UUM and the target market is the student, and many of the students love chocolate cookies very much. Next, our large population of young people enjoy dessert, especially after long tiring day of class. Our threats. Big chocolate company has a monopoly on the chocolate and cookies market, such as Mark and Spencer, Biono, and many more. The chocolate cookies business is also easy to set up and doesn't need much capital to set up. So there will be a lot of competitor that will challenge us. Thank you.
Hi, I'm NURIN BINTI SHARUDDIN, no metric 288234. So I will continue with our financial plan. So firstly, for our projected statement profit or loss, the sales revenue achieved was 810 jars with selling price 10 ringgit per jars. So the total is 8,100 ringgit. Then for beginning inventory is zero because we just start the business, and it will plus the purchases with a total of 6,000 ringgit and deducted with ending inventory left. Therefore, we got cost of goods sold, which is 4,050 ringgit. Contribution margin is calculated by sales revenue less cost of goods sold less variable selling expenses, and then we get 3,240 ringgit. And finally, we got net operating income, which is 2,040 ringgit by deducting contribution margin with a total fixed expenses. For our projected cash flow for October until December 2022, there are 3 cash inflow, which include capital contribution, cash sales, and receivable collection. Capital contribution is only in October as it was collected from each management team for our business capital. While for our cash outflow, there are equipment, purchase inventory, purchase payable, salaries expenses, variable selling expenses, fixed advertising expenses, and utilities expenses. Cash surplus or deficit is calculated by total cash inflow less total cash outflow, and we got 3,380 ringgit cash surplus in October, while 2,700 ringgit in November and December. Finally, we got ending cash balance for each month by adding beginning cash balance with cash surplus or deficit. We move to projected balance sheet. So for the non-current asset, we only have equipment 500 ringgit and current asset 6,140 ringgit. So then we total up those two amount and we got the total asset which is 6,640 ringgit. While for own equity, there are 2 items which include capital and net operating income, and the total is 6,040 ringgit. Then the amount will add the current liabilities 600 ringgit. Then we got the total own equity and liabilities, which is 6,640 ringgit.
The first one, we do the break-even analysis by calculating the contribution margin ratio, sale price minus variable cost divided by sale price, and then we get the contribution margin ratio with 40%. And from that, we calculate the break-even point in sales, by doing fixed cost RM400 divided by contribution margin 40%, and we get break-even sale for RM1,000. Next, we calculate the break-even point in unit by fixed cost divided by sale price per unit minus variable cost per unit. The same as before, fixed cost RM400 divided by RM4 of contribution margin, and then we get the break-even point in units of 100 units. And for the cost volume profit graph, as you can see, the purple shaded part is our loss produced and the black shaded part is our profit produced. And our break-even point is RM1,000 in sales for 100 units of cookie jar.
Moving on is the what if analysis. So here we can see the changes in net income after we change the fixed cost and sales volume. By increasing our sales unit to 50 units, we can see that the sales revenue increases to 8,600, and this increase in sales will also affect our variable expense, which increases to 5,160. Then we add RM100 to fixed expenses. This will lead to our net income to be 2,140. This means that we will increase our net income by RM100 compared to if we keep with the current sales. In the next scenario, we assume that there is changes in the variable cost and sales volume. So we see that the sales increases by 50 units again, which increases our sales revenue to 8,600. Meanwhile, the variable cost increases by RM1 per unit, leading a change to 6,020 ringgit. And we can see that our net income will decrease to 1,380 as an effect of these changes. In this new scenario, we assume that there are changes in fixed costs, sales price, and sales volumes. We can see that the sales unit increases to 860 units. However, the sales price is now RM12 per unit. We can see that our sales revenue increases to 10,320. Next, our variable expense will also increase due to the increase in units, leading to a total of 5,160. And lastly, we add an additional RM100 to the fixed expenses. In the end, we can see that our net income will increase to 3,860 ringgit. In this last scenario, we assume that there are changes in variable cost, fixed cost, and sales volume. First of all, our sales revenue will increase to 8,600 ringgit again because we increased the units to 860 units. However, this time, the variable expense will increase to 6,020 ringgit as a result of the variable expense changing to 7 ringgit per unit. And not to forget, we also add an additional fixed expense of 100 ringgit. As a total, this will lead our net income to decrease to 1,280 as a result of the changes mentioned before.
Next, for target profit analysis, we use CVP equation method, which is sales equal to variable expenses plus fixed expenses plus profit. And in this case, we want to find how many jars that we need to sell to get 2,000 ringgit profit. So we calculate as 10 ringgit Q equal to 6 ringgit Q plus 400 ringgit plus 2,000 ringgit. Then we got Q value, which is 600 jars.
Last but not least, to calculate the business ratio, it have 4 types of ratio, which is liquidity ratio, assets management, leverage ratio, and also profitability ratio. For the first one is liquidity ratio. The liquidity ratio is used to calculate a company's ability to meet its short-term debt and obligations. So for the current ratio, for every 1 ringgit of current liabilities, our business has current assets of RM10.23 to pay off short-term debt. And for the quick ratio, for every 1 ringgit of current liabilities, the business has the current asset, except for ending inventory of 6 ringgit and 98 cents to pay off debts immediately. Next, the asset management is show how a company has used or managed its assets in generating revenues. For the receivable turnover, the business collected its receivable 27 times on average for that year. For the total asset turnover, company's assets generate 1.22 times of net sale. And the last one, for the inventory turnover, it shows that the business has replaced new inventory 2 times in an accounting period. The third one is leverage ratio. Leverage ratio shows how much capital comes in the form of debt or assets in the ability of the company to meet its financial obligations. For the debt ratio, for every 1 ringgit of net sale, the net profit earned is RM0.09. And for the debt equity ratio, the company have RM0.10 of debt for every 1 ringgit in the equity. And the last one is profitability ratio. Profitability ratio used to assess a business ability to generate earning relative to its revenue. For the net profit margin, for every 1 ringgit of net sales, the net profit earned is RM25 cent. And for the return on assets, for every 1 ringgit of asset invested, the net profit earned is RM31 cent.